Hey guys, so today we're actually going to organize our arts and crafts supplies and make everything really functional in that region. I know that most of you guys out there are moms, so you probably have this problem. And you probably have an abundance of arts and crafts stuff that you just need sporadically or whatever it may be. So this is where I keep the majority of our arts and crafts supplies. I actually keep all of our paper in a different spot, but that is just because it doesn't really fit in here very nicely. This is just a random kind of an entryway cabinet that my boyfriend happened to have when I moved in, and I basically just took it over. But needed a place to keep all this stuff, and he had some stuff too, so it's not that crazy. I just kind of want to share with you guys what I have in here and how I have it organized, and then that way you can kind of take it from there. So basically my recommendation for today in the 5 to 10 minutes that I'm suggesting that you actually designate towards this is to be gathering all of your arts and crafts supplies, kind of assessing what you have and organizing them by what you have. So say, you have all of your colored pencils. Let me show you in that bucket here. So this is actually where we keep, and I have not done anything to this cabinet for this video. I literally just turned around from my desk and opened it up so that I could show you guys. So this is very, very practical for us, and this works really well for us, and this is exactly how it stays. I used my sewing machine and my sewing stuff this weekend, and we're constantly in and out of this cabinet. So I would recommend organizing like this, and hopefully it can work for your kids too. My kids are not the best at cleaning up, but somehow this works. So I'm suggesting that you give it a shot. So before you go out and buy containers, see what you already have. Sometimes you have things that may work better, or maybe you have a basket. You don't need a lid for something like this. I did get these here from Costco. I want to say there was like 6 for 20 bucks or something like that. They're essentially just like large shoebox containers, the plastic ones. And inside each of them I have something a little bit different. But what I did is all of our crayons are in this bag. And I think I showed you guys originally when I organized it like this. Happy to say it's still working. So markers in here. So basically colored pencils in here. So kind of sort what you have and see, maybe you just keep everything together. For us, it didn't really work out very well. Things kind of just got lost that way, as in like markers were left, a ton of markers were left without lids on. I see one in here without a lid on it, but you know what I mean. The whole bucket was full, and we didn't really know what we ever had, and it was just, in this bucket here I have stamps and stamp pads and hole punches. And this one here I've got anything that can cut or repair. So we've got glue, tape, scissors, funny scissors, all sorts of stuff in there. This bucket here is just kind of the miscellaneous hodgepodge bucket. I've got beads, I've got burlap, I've got moss. When we do a project, this is kind of the go-to bucket because there's so much random crap in there. So there's that. This bucket is actually going to be discussed another day. So you'll see that very soon, and you will like this a lot. Some empty boxes. I don't know why I keep those. I'm going to actually be selling this camera, so that's why. There's a reason, I guess. Here we have my sewing machine, and then he's got we've got like a GoPro stuff in there. We've got his camera, some books on tape back there, and then right here I've got my sewing supplies and my laminator. So basically, everybody's space is going to be different. The way that it works functionally for everybody is going to be different. But today's challenge for you is to gather all of your arts and crafts supplies and kind of just see what you have. Get rid of the stuff, the dried out markers, get rid of the dried out pens. If you have an old glue stick, chuck it. Get rid of all that extra stuff. So gather all your arts and crafts supplies and go through them and see what you really have and see what you need, and then find a way in your home, if you have a space like this, or if you have, if you don't have a space and you want to buy one of those like rolling organizer carts or something like that, then do that. But yeah, today's project is to get your arts and crafts stuff and to get it organized and get it cleaned up. So I hope that helps you guys. Tomorrow we're going to talk about what's in this bucket, and I think that this is really going to help a lot of people. This was actually kind of started by my boyfriend, and I have just totally taken it over. I love it so much. So we're going to do that, and then yeah, I hope that helps you guys. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.